So, how are you doing? If your life has been anything like my life the last few weeks, it has been turned completely on its head due to COVID-19 coronavirus. I've gone from going into clinic every day to treat people to not being allowed to go into clinic at all. We're only allowed to see urgent and emergency cases, and I will be seeing those as home visits, so still not going into clinic, or doing telehealth, online consultations. So my working world has almost ceased in terms of treatment. So my days are now spent doing a lot of behind the scenes work, and that's really difficult for me because I am not computer orientated at all, and trying to work it all out is really hard work. So I'm finding it quite tough. I've had a few tough days, and I wanted to try and offer you guys some support, some advice, things that I'm trying to do myself, not always succeeding, but to try and get us over the next few weeks, and hopefully things will start to ease up a little bit. So my tip number one is to try and keep a routine. Try and go to bed at the same time, not too late, and try and get up at the same time. Again, not too late. But try and make sure you do get enough sleep. Sleep can be really difficult at the moment, so try and get yourself into a good sleeping routine if you can. It will really help. Try to keep to 3 meals a day if that's what you're used to having, breakfast, lunch and dinner, and try and keep those at the same time, and limit yourself to snacks. The tendency is to graze all throughout the day, which is no good for anyone. I like to have an afternoon and an evening snack. Drink plenty of water. Just because we're not doing as much doesn't mean we don't need as much water. We do need water for brain function, for digestion, for skin health, for overall health. Now, vitamin D is very important. The weather has been great at the moment, so if you can get outside into your garden, even if it's just pottering around or sitting out there for 15 minutes a day, it is really good for you, as long as you don't get burnt. And if you can get outside, if you're in the group that is allowed to go outside, try and get outside for your hour's exercise a day, even if that's walking round around the block. We take the dog out once a day and we do 2 loops of the same circuit, just because it's easier. We don't have to travel too far and we get our exercise in. Now, if you are working from home, try and make sure you're sticking to your regular work hours. The tendency is just to keep working straight on through. You lose track of time. It's no good for anyone. Just try and keep to your normal working hours if you can. But use technology. It is a wonderful thing, even though I'm not that great at it. But I swear I've talked to my friends more in the last few weeks than we usually do when we can go out and see each other. I've been able to speak to my dad in Australia. We've been keeping in contact with my in-laws and extended family. So if you can use it, it's a really, really good means of keeping in touch with everyone. But do make sure you're not spending all day scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or checking your emails constantly. Try and schedule in times to do that, but make sure you're keeping in touch with everyone. And do something for yourself every day, whether that's having a bubble bath, reading a book, going out and doing some gardening if that's what you enjoy, or going for a walk by yourself every now and then. Getting some time for yourself and doing something that you enjoy is going to be really, really important, so that the days don't just disappear and you feel like you've done nothing. But remember, even though everyone's saying this is a time to be really productive and get stuff done that you've been meaning to do for ages, it is a really difficult time as well. It's really hard on all of us. None of us have been in this situation before. There is some grieving there. We have lost some of our life. I've definitely lost some of my work life. I'm not doing the things I used to do, and it's hard. So don't beat yourself up for not getting out there and checking off everything on that list of things to do. Just do one little thing towards something every day so that you feel you're making some progress on it, but you don't have to tick off everything on your to-do list. So stay in, stay safe, keep washing your hands. It's still really important, especially if you're handling anything from outside or you've been outside or been shopping. But look after yourself, and hopefully this will all pass soon. I am here for you if you want to chat about anything. Doesn't have to be foot related. I'm always up for a good chat. You can message me, email me, phone me. and just make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and each other.